What's up guys, it's Roast Beef here with another jungle guide. Today I'm talking about Shyvana because she's a freaking dragon. Well, that, and she scales super well and has huge AP damage. Like I said, I want to talk about Shyvana because she's a strong AP bruiser who has the potential to one-shot even tanky enemies by the time late game rolls around. As always, we'll start out with Shyvana's abilities, then we'll break down what runes and items you should be running, then I'll talk about how to handle your first clear, ganking, objectives, early and late game strategies, and then we'll finish off the video with all my tips and tricks for Shyvana. So make sure you stick around to the end for all of that good stuff. If there's a certain section you need, check out the timestamps I've got below in the description to skip to it. By the way, I actually got a pentakill to win today's game, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video for that because it is so freaking satisfying. If there's a champion you want to see next, or a tip that I forget to mention, make sure you drop it in the comments below. If you enjoy the video, or if it helps you learn something that you didn't know before, make sure you drop a like, and if you want to see more jungle guides, make sure you subscribe to the channel as I make a new guide every week, and if you need a certain one, check out the playlist in the description for that. With all that said, let's get into the video, starting with Shyvana's abilities. For Shyvana's abilities, you want to grab EWQ for levels 1 to 3, and then you'll max REWQ. Let's break down those abilities, starting with her passive. Shyvana's passive is Fury of the Dragonborn, which gives her 20% bonus damage against dragons, and also gives her 5 bonus armor and MR, with an additional 5 being given each time her team slays a dragon. Due to this ability, Shyvana excels at taking dragons, and gets decent buffs each time she does. So focus on those if you can. Shyvana's Q is Twin Bite, which resets her auto attack and then hits twice on the next auto. Well, technically it doesn't hit twice, it hits once and then a second time a quarter of a second later. That's a really short time frame though, so it hits twice on the next auto. This ability's cooldown is reduced by her autos, and when Shyvana is in dragon form, it causes this to hit in an AoE cone around your target. Shyvana's W is Burnout, which briefly increases her move speed and does magic damage in an AoE around herself. Basic attacks deal a slight amount of bonus damage, and can also extend Burnout's duration by up to 4 seconds, that being 1 second per auto attack. Making sure to get the full duration out of Burnout keeps your damage and your mobility high. Shyvana's E is Flame Breath, which shoots out a fireball in a direction that stops upon hitting a champion. Enemies hit are marked for 5 seconds, and when Shyvana hits marked enemies, her autos deal 3.75% of those at enemy's max HP and magic damage. When she's a dragon, this ability explodes upon hitting someone or reaching the end of it, and it leaves a burn zone underneath where it explodes. Finally, Shyvana's R is Dragon's Descent. When used, it causes Shyvana to turn into a dragon and fly to a target location. The transformation gives you bonus HP, attack range, and increased size, and while you're dashing, you're unstoppable and will carry any enemies you hit to the landing location and deal a lot of damage to them. Shyvana's ultimate technically has no cooldown, but rather relies on her Fury Bar being full and lasts as long until that Fury Bar is emptied. The baseline regen for your Fury Bar is 1 per second while in human form, or 2 per auto attack you do. So each time you Q, you're going to regenerate 4 Fury, getting yourself back to dragon form that much faster. When you're using Shyvana's kit, you'll want to use E, then W, and then Q for max damage, but I'll get to more of that in tips and tricks later on. That wraps up Shyvana's kit, but be sure to stick around because I'm going to go over more tips and tricks at the end of the video. But with that said, let's move on to runes and items. When it comes to runes, Shyvana really likes to run Dark Harvest, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, and Ravenous Hunter in the Domination tree, and Transcendence and Gathering Storm in the Sorcery tree. Dark Harvest is so nice because you blow up squishy targets and you want to get that execute. Sudden Impact gives you a ton of magic penetration after you ultimate. Eyeball Collection lets you scale nicely, and Ravenous Hunter gets you some healing back from your abilities, while Transcendence and Gathering Storm focus on, again, scaling, because you hard scale. If you don't like Transcendence and Gathering Storm, try running Magical Footwear and Cosmic Insight from the Inspiration tree. For items, it's best to start Blue Smite and Refillable Pot since you rely a lot on your burst damage and not duels, and then you want to build a Nashers and Sork Boots. If you're getting fed early, try grabbing a Dark Seal, otherwise continue into a Night Harvester. After that, build Rabadons if you're ahead, or Zhonya's if you're behind, or just into some really strong enemy AD. Your final 2 items can be Cosmic Drive, Rabadons, Zhonya's, Void Staff, or Mejai's if your Dark Seal is fully stacked. With that build settled, let's move on to gameplay. But make sure you stick around to the end because that's when I'll talk to you about those things you may not realize about Shyvana right away. If you're trying to decide when to play Shyvana, look for a squishy enemy team, because you can one-shot them. Look for your team lacking any AP or magic damage. Look for your team having a scaling team comp. Or if you're sub-plat, you can farm up and hard carry and climb solo queue super easily with scaling champs like Shyvana. For your ability order, you'll want to take E, W, Q for levels 1 to 3, and then you'll max R, E, W, Q. For the first clear on Shyvana, you want to full clear, and you want to start on the opposite side as enemy jungler since your level 3 for a Scuttle fight is pretty weak. If you're in higher elos, like Diamond Plus, it can be hard to guess where they'll start, but in lower elos, they almost will always start bot side for a better leash, so just play opposite to that and start on your top side. You can ward the side you aren't starting on's Pixel Brush around 50 seconds to make sure you don't get invaded. And just to be safe, watch the enemy laners as they enter lane to determine whether they leashed top side or bot side. In the early game, you just want to farm up to 6, and you won't really gank, but if you do gank, it'll only be when the enemy is super low and overextended because you have no CC and you have no gap close except until level 6. However, you can take dragons early if you're given a window where the enemy jungler ganks top, or is dead and you have prior in your lanes, whatever. In the mid game, you will hit a huge power spike at 6 and should be looking to gank on your ultimate's cooldown. As soon as it's up, look to kill somebody, because if an enemy's below half HP, R plus E plus Dark Harvest can easily one-shot them. In the late game, you should be incredibly strong and can look to straight up one-shot enemy AD carries, or squishy supports. In teamfights, a good RE combo can literally win the game. If you don't believe me, check out the little clip later in this video. Otherwise, if you can't RE win the game, wait for somebody else to engage, and then follow up with your own R. When it comes to objectives like Dragon, Baron, Rift Herald, you can take dragons quickly, and you want to due to your passive, so look to take them when the enemy laners don't have priority or when their jungler is in top lane, but with Baron and Rift Herald you don't have those same bonuses, so don't worry about them as much. Your EQ combo does do objectives quickly though. With those basics covered, let's get to my favorite tips and things I didn't know at first when I started playing Shyvana. My first tip is that when you're using your full combo, make sure to land E, W, Q in that order to maximize your damage and keep burn it up for longer. Hitting E first gives your auto attacks an additional 3.75% of magic damage on each hit. Doing W after E also gives your auto attacks a little bit more magic damage, and then hitting Q after W extends your burnout for at least 2 seconds as soon as you hit the enemy. And if you can weave in one auto after W and before Q, it'll help even more, because your auto attack is reset with the Q. Second tip is that when your ultimate is down, auto attack literally anything you can to get it back up faster, because Shyvana without ultimate is not happy. It's just no bueno. All of your abilities in Dragon form are AoE, so make sure to take advantage of the enemy if they cluster too closely together when you have ultimate up. When you get your first point in R, you will get full fury, but not when you hit 6. When you hit 6, nothing happens until you unlock your R, and then you get full fury. You can sometimes use this to surprise your enemies who don't think you have R up. They may think your fury bar is empty, you don't have it, or they may think you're not even 6 yet, and that huge burst of damage and mobility can absolutely destroy people if they walk up too close. While you're in Dragon form, sometimes enemies will be outside of your basic E range, but when you're in Dragon form, when E reaches the end of its range, it doesn't just disappear, it will explode. So if you use E while in Dragon form, it will actually explode and hit a bit further away, and a lot of times you can use this to finish off enemies who would have escaped otherwise, even if they're technically out of range of your E. My sixth tip is that enemies hit by your ultimate will be dragged to your landing spot and take a ton of damage. And if you can get behind the enemy, you can potentially bring them way out of position. And my final tip for Shyvana is that you should never, ever surrender, because you scale incredibly hard. And if you're under Platinum Elo, I mean, hell, even at Platinum Elo, people throw games constantly, all the time. You spend 40 minutes in a game and someone just does something so dumb, the game ends right away because of it. Anyways, that's all the tips I've got. But if this guide helped you, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're looking for more amazing jungle guides. I also stream Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, 7 to 11 p.m. at twitch.tv/roastbeef, and I would love it if you could join us. I also want to take this time to thank all my patrons over at patreon.com, and if you'd like to join them in supporting me, that link is in the description and costs less than a cup of coffee a month. As always, thank you for watching, enjoy the rest of the gameplay, have a wonderful day, and make sure you catch that pentakill, because, it's nice. Catch you boys next time. Hell yeah, let's go. I really should have gone to Herald to take it, but I just want to keep my tempo up on this Graze, man. Because tempo is so... I should be invading his top again, because I'm pretty sure I can 100 to 0 him if I find him. Like, no question in my mind. I'm pretty sure let's burn down. Yeah. And I absolutely need to abuse the fact that I'm ahead. Because if I don't, I'm putting myself behind. I have my R. If he stays on her, he dies. Oh, here. Where are you, Graves? Yeah, let's go! Heal up. Steal his camps. Ha. Shyvana strong. Oh god! No, let go of me, Thresh! Ah! No! 14 HP in a dream! I'll have my R by the time I get down there. I didn't... we can take this. Yeah, I'm having a great time. Someone's around here. Don't know who or where. Hello? I don't think so, but I also don't know. Oh dear. Yeah, I gotta do that. I was stuck forever. I should have just hit the plant right away. Oh, they're gonna take. Fuck. Yeah, so that's a move on Grace part. It kind of forces. 900. Yeah, so he kind of forces our hand there, which is really good on his part. Lee's missing. Care. How strong is Lee? I can kill him. As long as I press R on him, I win. Where did he go is the only question. He's gone. Rip. Okay, Akali's huge. Kali's 13-2, man. Jesus. Alright, we need to go take this. Oh, look, Kali's in. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, you're dead, Graves. You're super dead. Nice. Yeah, our AP damage is absolutely massive, man. We're gigantic. Ah, I lost my... Can't really do anything to them from here. Just hit him with poke. Really all I want to do. Oh. Imagine if that hit. That'd have been not good. I don't have ult. I think I got my dark... Yeah, I got Dark Harvest there. And I'll have ult soon. Just gonna dash for that. That's worth. Oh man, I'm so close to my R. Whoop. I can't reach him. Oh, I can't take that shot. Ugh. Oof. Yeah, I cannot stay any longer. I really want to. Absolutely cannot stay any longer there, though. I will die if I do. I may die here. I'm just gonna get the tower, question mark. Instead of A-ramming. Yeah, let's take tower. I don't want to stay here. Why is Akali over the wall? Fucking hell. Yeah, we should not. We've stayed way too long. I have 3.5 gold in my pocket. Yeah, that was stupid of me. I just lost a bunch of stacks on my dark seal. They can kill Thresh, but like I just died with so much gold. Spend that cash. Yeah, exactly. I should have just backed. You're totally right. I knew it too, and I said it, and I didn't do it, and I died instead, greeting for a kill. Oh dear. Oh, he's just dead, isn't he? I'm just gonna take this shit. Yeah. $900. Ashe is alone right now. Jesus. Oops, that was the wrong item. That was a little ridiculous, if you ask me. That was super ridiculous. I also burnt my stopwatch though, which really makes me sad. I'm gonna try and get the where is Graves? This is really risky because I don't have any vision on Graves. Lee Sin is pushing in top tower. Where is Graves? Oh, there's Malzahar. Yeah, I don't have vision on enough of them. I just had to back up here. I cannot continue to push, or it's just suicide. There's Graves. I'm gonna try and help him. Is he gonna make it? If I can get to him, I can do huge. I fucking can't. No! No! Get that little fucker. I can't walk away. Oh yeah. Okay, go, 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 go. Let's go, boys. Cool shit. We can take Baron or Drag. Alright, let's go here. Come here. Then Drag. Please, 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 please come. I don't have. Oh, you have TP? No, she's just gonna walk. Okay. I don't have smite. We just have to do this quick. We have the damage. Oh, fuck me. I'm a little worried now. Fall off, fall off, fall off, fall off, fall off. Cool. Now we leave, now we leave, now we leave, now we leave. We're good. Oh, wait. Who's in there? Who the fuck is in their team? Holy shit, let's go, boys! Look at that damage! Ah! Die, Malzahar. Pentakill, baby! Ah! Wait, actually, end the game. That was beautiful. Got the RE. Scrumptious. I can't even end, can I? Can I end this right here? I might can. Yeah, we can. They're not. We got a Penta! Hell yeah!